Hi. So I thought I would give a little tour of my beta world because I don't know the next time I'll be able to play in this. Yeah. So right here is where you spawn in. It's a little tower I made. Um, it's not the best, but to tear it all down and redo it would be a lot of time I don't have. So I think it's just gonna stay here like this, probably forever, but who knows? And all this is pretty new, so it's really unfinished. This is like a lake that was already here. I thought I'd build a little border around it and maybe, I don't know, put some buildings around it, fill it out in the future. Maybe a windmill somewhere, some towers. And then over here is where I had planned on putting a little rail station to a lot of places in my world. Next time I have the chance to play on here is probably what I'll do. So it would be like right here, and then it would lead here to where I'm going to show next. There might be some cuts because I don't have much to say, or because I jumble my words a lot. So friendly cuts, that's why. I guess I could start over here. Over here is a lighthouse I've built. It's not the best, but I try to do it all in one go and not think about it too much, because I think when I start to overthink things, I never finish them or end up tearing it all down and never building it in the first place. So this is another thing that is a little unfinished. There's not much in there at all. As you can see, it's hollow, but eventually I'm sure I'll find something to put in there, make it look better. And then down this way is where the majority of my stuff is. So this started out as just a mob farm I made. My house is back there, and I just wanted a mob farm close by, and I thought putting it over the water would, make it a bit more effective. I'm on peaceful right now, so nothing's going to be coming out of it, but it's pretty effective, I think I could fit a few more layers in there before I reach world height, but I just haven't really been needing it all that much recently because I found a skeleton spawner. But after I built that, I thought I'd build a little island on it just to decorate it, make it look a little nicer. I eventually want to decorate this thing too. I don't know what, but maybe a statue or something. I don't know. But after that, I kind of just ended up building around it. I thought a nice little dock would look nice, so it spans all the way around. This is another place where I want to fill out. I want to have things all around it to really fill it out. But right now I just have a few things over here. So I guess I'll start here. This is a nice little park I built. I had to mine this out so I could have a little staircase to go up here. And I don't know, thought I'd put a little creeper face in there because I tend to put those things in my worlds. And then in here, this is my boathouse. It houses one of my boat highways that I plan on expanding to other places once I have them. And then up here, there's a nice little viewing platform of everything. There, you can kind of see the lighthouse. Here, I can zoom in. You can kind of see it all the way over there. But yeah, nothing much to this place either. I don't really do well at filling buildings in. And then this was kind of just a test. I wanted to try to you know, I'm not the best at building, and I wanted to try to build more, obviously. And I wanted to have kind of like a fisherman's shack here. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted, but I don't know. I might leave it just because, you know, that was a little unsettling. But yeah, I have a little chimney up there that's supposed to be smoke coming out of it. I'm not really sure how it looks. I think the chimney's a little thick, but I feel like if I made it skinnier, then the wool would be too big for smoke. I don't know. This is yet another building that has nothing in it. I might turn this into maybe like a boat rental place where I'll just put all my boats. I don't know. And then here are my docks. I had a pretty hard time making this. I'm really not good at making boats. I kind of just looked up Minecraft boats on Google and kind of just picked parts of boats I liked and tried to make it as simple as possible, because any more complex and I don't think I would be able to make it. But yeah, that's that. And eventually I'd like to make a bigger one here, but the thought of that scares me, so I haven't done it. So go back over here. I also installed some lamps around. Now, I don't know how these look because there's a lot of them. I don't know if I should change the design or make them a bit less frequent, but I don't know. I think they're all right. Maybe I'll switch the slab with a cobblestone slab or something. And then here, I also have signs for the dates I started working on these. So this one I started on May 16th. I think I forgot to mention that I've been playing this world for about 3 weeks. I've had a lot going on, so I've been just playing on this when I'm not working. So I have a lot of hours on here so far. So this is a little tavern I made. It's, you know, there's some seating there, and then a nice little table in the middle, some paintings, some furnaces for, you know, making food. And then up here, I haven't really filled this out either, of course, but this is supposed to be like the bar owner's apartment above the tavern. But yeah, not too much. This is the first building I built here, and there's another one where I was just kind of testing my building. Not really sure how I feel about it, but I do like these. I like the walls. I don't know, I was happy with them. This is a little bridge I made, and then there's a little, you know, the water goes in here, like a canal. Eventually I'd like to maybe make a little sewer system, you know, it goes into the mountain, and maybe it could be different ways to get across the world. I'm not sure. And then I made a little flag. So I kind of wanted to have like blue sprinkled into everything here. So I made the entrance to this blue, with a little blue flag. I'll try to incorporate it elsewhere. And maybe the statue with the mob spawner could have some blue in it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking that all the towns I make could maybe have different colors representing them, and I don't know, I like the way blue wool looks. And then, of course, oh, I guess a sheep died to him. This is a Herobrine spawner. I don't know, you know, I just kind of felt like I had to make it. More so I really wanted to. It took a lot of gold though, and gold's pretty hard to come by, so kind of a waste, but I don't know, I like it. Then up here, I really don't have a clear way to get up here, but oh well. You just gotta climb up here and traverse the land a little bit. This is my starter home I made. little viewing tower I have for viewing my docks and builds I make in the future. You can kind of get a lay of the land from up here. You can see the docks, the boathouse, the spawner, everything pretty much. Not the lighthouse though, but it's alright. Again, nothing really in here. I don't really know what to put in here. Maybe some bookcases. Not sure. So, another portal. So this is my little starter hut I made. Down there is where my first mine is. I kind of stopped mining here because I kept running into lava everywhere I went. And it got really annoying, so I ended up making a mine somewhere else. But these are all my chests. I have my valuables, dirt, sand, dirt, tools. I eventually want to make like a graveyard for all my tools. I thought it'd be nice to keep them before they fully break. So I might put that somewhere eventually, but I don't know where yet. Cobblestone, I've been using a lot of this, so there's none. All my mob stuff and garden stuff, all my building stuff. My dog, and then a nice little furnace room, and thought it'd be nice to make a fake little cave thing in the middle. Put some gold ore and some iron ore there. And then if we go back down, so I know there's contraptions you can make to like dispense the boat, but I'm not that smart and I don't know how to do that. So I just place the boat in there and hope it works. Nice little view of the sun coming up. Now down here there's not much, but I eventually want to put things here and, you know, fill out the space a little bit better. So here is my quarry. It's where I come kind of just to mindlessly mine stone. And right now it's I'm pretty sure it's 64 by 64. I don't know why I chose that, but I decided to also just mine a chunk at a time. So right here is a 16 by 16 hole. I'm getting pretty close to bedrock, but I think I'm on like Y20 or something like that. But this is where I got a lot of dirt, extra cobblestone, which I'll need, and yeah, pork chops from pigs I killed. And then let's take this way back. Yeah, eventually I'd like to build like a little building to house all that stuff I mine in, and maybe a giant smelting area for smelting stone. But for now, that's just how it is going to be. So the last thing that I have here is my scary little forest that leads to my skeleton farm, which is housed inside a giant skull. But before that, I thought I'd show that I thought it'd be fun to put like people who watch my stuff on the pumpkins. Like I got one here, a couple over there, and I made a short about it, but I think the people who were seeing that misunderstood it, and they were asking for like me to put down like shulker boxes over here and stuff that I don't even have access to in this, you know, version. And I also came to the realization that, you know, people who subscribe for that might not watch the other stuff, so I might just focus on putting people who actively comment and interact. So, you know, if you end up being one of those people, it could be a beautiful little pumpkin. So in here, it's my skeleton. I took this from a picture I found that was made for a more modern version of the game, but I modified it to work for this because I think that was made out of like, I want to say diorite, but you know, obviously I don't have that, and there's no stairs or slabs or anything, so. Also, is an open skull. I haven't closed it off because I don't have enough snow, and I also don't know how to really get the shape right, so yeah, but you don't have to see that. Just pretend it's there. So you come here. It's almost like you're entering his mouth, the netherrack. Got some lava pouring down. Here, I'll turn off peaceful mode just for this, so you can see it work. And here is where I store my bones and my arrows, and this is all empty. But yeah, they come through, they burn in lava, and then they give me their freaking loot. And then I put in here, and probably won't ever use it because when am I ever going to need that many bones? And I got some little flames on them, you know, to keep up with the scary atmosphere. But yeah, that's all there really is to it. I have a little seating roof. It took a lot to get all of this, a lot of mining, because I think it's a 15 seconds to mine one piece with the diamond pickaxe. So yeah, it's probably about 10 to 15 minutes worth of obsidian in there. But yeah, I think this place looks better when you know, turn the fog on. It's a lot scarier. I like to walk around this place a lot with the fog on to get the atmosphere, and that's what I usually do when I make those little videos I've been making. I'll come around here and, you know, the mushroom's been growing a lot too. But I want to expand this, add more trees, and for that tool graveyard, I was thinking maybe I could, you know, expand the forest over here and put a little graveyard around it, because, you know, it adds to the atmosphere. Here we are back at spawn to end this thing. As you can see, the tower from the outside, like I said, it's not the best. I've noticed it's kind of gotten a certain shape to it that I'm not too keen on, but like I said, to tear this thing down, I really don't have the time or effort to do that. And I do want to change this. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I kind of just did this all in like 2 nights and was like, yeah, sure. But this is probably where I'll end this. I also want to fill these out, like I said before. And this is where you spawn. Like when I die, I spawn up here. So that'd be nice to have like a little tower. You know, you spawn up here and you get to lay the land. But right now there's not much to look at from up here. But I'm not sure how much I'll be able to play on this for the future because of current things going on, current living situations. But if I do, I'll, you know, do updates if people want them. But, you know, if you're still here, thank you for checking it out, and I hope you have a beautiful freaking day as the sun sets on this beautiful world.